Okay, good morning. Ooh, just driven up from South Wales to Bewdley. It's the River Severn float only match. It's a good turnout, some good anglers here today. The river's dropped lovely, it's a little bit of colour in it, but it's almost summer level now, so it should fish well, I would think. Again, I've been coming here for about, I don't know, probably about 6, 7, 8 years. And first couple of years I'd done well. I was in the top 10, but last couple of years I struggled a little bit. It's a series of 5 matches. I think 6 matches and 5 counts, so you can drop one. And this year they got a new rule that if you can't make it, somebody can fish in your place. So anyway, but it's a good match. Good money to be won at the end, and hopefully, let's hope for a good draw. That's what it's all about. Once you get a good draw, then hopefully you'll be on a shed full of fish. We'll see anyway. Photobombed again. Right, okay. Well, I'll just wait for the draw now, and then see where we are, and we'll take it from there. Okay.
No laughing! No laughing at Wigan! Right, okay. Is everybody out?
No.
I'll keep coming out.
They said they're coming out. Fucking hit it all before.
Right, I need 3 volunteers for the boards first. Dean, Mark Blackburn and Dave Wilkes. Anyone
Volunteer, I'm going to be mad for you know.
No, don't you're going to get. No, stop wondering about like fucking Ray Charles. You're over the mic. Right, okay. Is everybody out? Right, okay. Welcome to the first round of the Float Champs. We've got 1 or 2 new faces today. Allegedly, one of them is going to be doing a book signing about his new fucking book called The Art of Ledgering and Staying Awake at the same time. Welcome, Mr. Harford, for the Float League. And I think there's Terry Parrott, I think Lee Edwards. I don't know if you know who they are. A fish on the wire bit. So I might struggle here to catch a fucking fish today. With an 8 hook with a fucking single maggot on. But hey, we'll educate them. Right, you need to listen to a couple of things here. Parking. Now the new guys who haven't fished here for a long time, you need to listen up with the parking. Come and see me or ask somebody. The parking for the top, you have to pay £2 for that pleasure. You have to drive down through get to the bottom. There'll be there's a bit of a crossroad which is just behind your pegs, and the next on Gardener's Meadow, that'll be most of Winfordine. Then the next lot of parking is down on the but most of you'll know that, and the new ones you'll have to find out off me or somebody else. Jeffrey Starmer put a post on. Have you done it? Oh, yeah, well, fucking that's good to know anyway. So, well, don't fucking bother asking me. Fucking listen. Hey? The oss. Yeah, it's not a horse, it's an oss. Where's he? Yeah, no, it's an oss. H-O-S-S up here. Not fucking horse down there. So, as I say, just enjoy your day. It's going to be hot for all the boldies. Make sure you put something on your head. And if you're unlucky enough to be bald and ginger, fucking hell, God knows you'll probably die today. And if you're unlucky enough to be just ginger.
Where's the results?
Eh?
Where's the results? Back here?
The results?
Yeah.
For today?
Yeah.
The results are when we leave here, I mean, you won't come back here, go back to the Ribberhall Social Club, which is down, as you go out of here, you'll turn right, you'll go past the Ribberhall Social Club, it's on the left by a church. And we'll be back there probably, well, it's 12 till 5, we'll start getting back there about 5:45. If you want to come back, we'll do the prize giving there for today. I'll read out the I'll read out the payout for today. There's 47 of us fishing, £25 a head, 1175 quid. We're doing 7 50 peg sections, 7 sections of 5 at £50, that's 350 quid. 2 sections of 6, which is 60 quid, 120 quid, which leaves £705. Pay the top 6, 140, 130, 125, 115, 195. Okay. please just enjoy your day. It's going to be a difficult day in parts today because, you know, it's fucking coloured and it's whatever, but I am. When you drawed your peg, just got to walk through there because everybody dives on me, so don't do that. Right.
Go on, Sue.
Do you want to have your board first? Hang on, who's the other board? Who's doing the boards? Blackburn, where are you? Diving in there. Right, you want to... Oh, sake. You take Russell's. Don't take two.
You got Andrew?
What you got, Luke? 112. Huh? GM 2. Oh,
Is that PARR or PA?
is that the top one or the bottom one?
86. Anti-lift.
And
Yeah. Wasn't near enough.
Okay. Clive Branson, GM2. Okay. Is that the top one or the bottom one?
it's the second one.
It's the second one
It's
done.
the second one. Yes, one closest to the entrance. To
All right. Okay, well, here I'm John. Jeff's a character, though. He really does. It's worth watching him. Some of the stuff he comes out with. A couple of things I've got to edit because I can't put that on film. But anyway, I've drawn peg GM2. Now that's quite a fast peg, very shallow and really, really fast. It's in the sort of just below the Bewdley Bridge. I fished it once before and completely bottled out on it. So let's see if I can do a bit better today. I think I've got to go out in the water, I'm not sure. I'll have to see when I get there now. Okay, I'll see you down that peg anyway, and let's go through it, see what we can, see how we're going to approach it. Okay. Okay, alright, I've just arrived to my peg. It's, not sure, it's actually in the lower car park. Right, and alright, and I've just drawn here GM2. Here. And I just talked to a friend. What's your name?
Nico.
Nice to meet you, Nico. Hi. And this young gentleman, he helped me to my peg. Well, he helped me get over the over the wall.
Picked him up and carried him.
Yeah, so I did have far to walk anyway. So
I was just thinking, you know all the people that are set up down there?
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll catch your stuff before it even gets to them, won't you?
Well,
they'll have nothing down the end of the line.
No, well, down there the water's like evens itself out. It's a bit slower, but here it's really, really fast. So
this is a tougher fish.
Well, yeah, the bigger fish here, smaller fish down there. So that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a GM2. I'm going to take you down. I've taken my box down already on the stand and my net. I had to pay for the car parking, as I mentioned, £7 for the day, £7.10p. I suppose better safe than sorry. Right, some awkward steps to get down to, and then when you get down to the river, there you are, absolutely belting through. And there's a bit of colour on it. So I was talking to Andy Bruton. Now Andy loves his peg, and he normally fishes down the middle. But he said today that's going to be a real struggle there. So I'm going to concentrate on the inside. Even that's belting through, mind. But, yeah, so... But the fish live here. I know it's early season, start of the season, so it might be a bit finicky, the fish. You know, some bait going in. But we'll give it a go anyway. So come back to me. Yeah, come back to me when I start the match and let's see how we get on today. Okay, thanks. Okay, well, plenty of time because I didn't have nowhere to walk, did I? So, right, I tried to keep this simple today. I got my poles with me, you know, and half a dozen rods, and I thought, oh, I'm a bit limited what I can do. I'm looking at the water right now. obviously I was talking to Andy Bruton early on, and it's one of his favourite pegs, and he's always done well off it. But what he's done, he told me, he sort of fishes down the middle. But look at it, it's absolutely belting through. Now, to be honest, I can't see, you know, unless you're using a feeder, I can't see how you can possibly present the bait properly. So I'm opting for an inside swim, which is slightly a bit more steady. Still bombing through a bit, but you know, fish do live here, I know that, but whether it's going to compete with those steadier pegs up in the town, which is above the bridge, Bewdley Bridge. As I say, I'm well below it here. There's another peg above me, GM1. Now that's quite a good peg as well, and that's got a bit of a slack. I just went up to have a look, so it's fatal in it going to look at other pegs once you draw, because you think, oh, that peg's better than yours, but I'm sure it's psychologically anyway. So what I'm going to do, I've set up 3 rigs or so. I've set up a stick, which I find a light stick, believe it or not, in fast water works well. So if there's dace around, and also chub. I've also then got a bubble float. Well, it looks like a bubble float, but it's actually a weight down. Don't know if you can see that. And that's meat, little chunks of meat, which I should be putting in. Got casters, of course, hemp, maggots, casters, and also got pellet as well. I'm going to introduce a little bit of pellet with a bit of ground bait as well. So I'll be putting little knobs of that in. I'm going to bait drop it. Speaking to a friend of mine earlier, Russell Millwall, and what he does, he said he baits drop it. So that might be better than ground bait, because at least you're not putting cereal in the water. And then my secret float is the flat float. I call it a bat float because it's got wings like a bat. And I tell you, name that was a friend of mine, Clive Roberts, who unfortunately doesn't fish anymore due to illness. But I'll show you this now. Yeah, it's steady. It's a flat float, shaped in such a way that you can hold it against a fast flow. So I've done. I put a 14-foot rod up. I could have put a 17-foot rod up to go further up. I think 14 will be enough. And what I've done, I've over depth. I haven't overshot it yet. I just got it dead right. So, and that'll just ease through the water. I'll be able to hold it back. It's only 3 gram float or so, but it'll hold in this quite fast water. I've already tried it, and it does work. In fact, I caught the bottom a couple of times when I was doing it. So there we are. So that's my little secret weapon. I hope that works. You know, it should. You know, if there's any fish about, it will catch. It will catch. So I'll be fishing casters. As I say, casters, maggots. I got worm as well, because I know there's perch in this river. Don't know whether they'd be in this fast flow, I'm not sure about that. And then of course maggots, red maggots. I've geared up, I got 16s and 14s on hooks, so hopefully I got a chance to land them in this fast water. If not, I'm going to enjoy myself anyway. It's nice to actually, you know, put a float through and it's moving in it, you know. Instead of these puddles I've been fishing, these commercials where the float just stays still. Here you're working your float, you're working your swim, you're baiting, you know, you're constantly feeding, you know, which is natural fishing, and I love it, you know. Obviously when I fish the commercials it's a bit different than that. You've got to feed them of course, but you just don't constantly keep putting it in. You wait for the fish to come, you set a trap, you catch one, then you put a bit more in, and then you catch that fish, you put more in, and you know, I'm not saying it's easy, because it's quite hard, that commercial fishing, as you know, as the lads will tell you. But I think natural fishing is more involved in the fact that you've got to suss out your swim, you've got to get the feeding right, you've got to, you know, you learn as you're fishing basically, on a river, because you're learning where all the depths are and the current flows and snags and so on. So you know, once you've snagged that once or twice, you realise, you know, to either move in or go a bit further out, or come up in the water and so on. So yeah, and the feeding's the same. you know, keep an eye on what's being fed. I've got a bread punch. I'll be fishing not bread punch, meat punch. I have brought the bread today. I don't know why. Of course, I thought it might have been clear, but the river's not. So, as I say, it's like chocolate tea. It's not chocolate. It's like tea, if you know what I mean. Like a good strong cup of tea. That's how I can describe it. So anyway, no further ado, I'm just waiting for the all in now, which is be about 10-15 minutes, so I can have a quick sandwich and then I'll be ready for the off now. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Hey, I thought I'd just interrupt this. Talking to you now as I put the video together. Just going through a few things. I'm catching small dace, small roach. Now, there are things that possibly you're not aware of. However, as you notice, most of the time I'm actually casting and feeding into the same area. So the stick float's actually going down with the loose feed. Previously, if you'd noticed, I was actually feeding with my left hand and then casting over the feed. But now what I'm doing, I'm slightly feeding downstream as the float mingles downstream. Just changing some baits around at the moment because I'm going to introduce a bit more castor and hemp. Going to put some hemp in, hopefully some barbel or something might come up along the bottom. The main thing is, as I'm fishing, I'm also very weary of little snags in the swim. I've noticed there's one about 3 rod lengths down, then after that's a clear patch, and then about 6 rod lengths down there's another weedy patch. So I'm aware of this all the time, and so what I'm doing, I'm sort of checking the float, making sure that I'm not snagging up. As I say, it's only about 2.5 foot. If I go out a bit further, it's probably about 3, but of course that's not very fruitful at the moment. I'm finding that the fish are closer in. In fact, later on in the match, I do catch very close in. Only small chublets and small dace, but I'm constantly, as I said, feeding. The float, I'm trying to hold it back slightly. You know, it does work. I do catch, as you can see, the small dace and small roach. Later on, I will be converting to a flat float. But at the moment, because I'm catching, I'm just constantly working at this, trying to build up, if you like, a swim. As you can see then, I actually fed and then I put the float over the top of that loose feed. Just a pinch, not massive amounts, but enough just to keep the fish coming. I am getting a few missed bites, unfortunately, because they're very sharp, taking the maggot sometimes and just nibble in the end. Also, there's a few minnows around as well. As I say, you're constantly thinking as you're fishing. You do change the depths and you do change the hook baits on a regular basis, make sure they're fresh. I also use double maggots as well. I have tried castor, but maggot seems to be the best bait at the moment. So as you can see, I'm going down the swim. I've got a long swim actually, but there's no need to go too far down. I think I've got a little perch coming in here. Yeah, oh no, it's a dace. But I do catch the odd little perch, and later on I do actually get a bigger perch, and I also lose one as well, as you can see. But anyway, I thought I'd just make that little recording just so you know what's happening exactly. I can see the colour coming out slightly, but I don't know if the fishing is improving. In fact, I think as the day goes on, I've exhausted all the small fish in the swim, and it does become harder. So there you are. I'll just carry on, let you carry on watching. fell off. I think it could have been a small barbel or something. Oh, sorry. First bite I've had for ages. I bloody lost it. Marvellous. Okay, well, it's way past half the match now. Had a pretty good first hour. I was catching lots of small fish, but then it just completely died. I don't know what's happened to the water, but nothing. You know, I tried meat down the peg, and I tried casters, maggots, bunches of maggots, nothing now. So just giving it a couple of minutes rest. I've been catching a couple of odd little chublets right down the side, like, but I haven't seen anyone walk past. I don't know what's been caught, and whether the rivers might be, you know, a bit fresh yet. And the, you know, first proper day match on here, so who knows. All right, well, I'll carry on. I was going to put the well, I was going to say I had a few on that flat float on the rod and line, but I suppose I should have put the big flat float up and just hold it out in the flow. But you know, it's I think you'll catch them anyway. You know, on the stick and the meat. You know, on the little bubble float. But okay, I'll carry on and see you later on in the match. Okay. Okay, lads, the match is over. As I said, I've enjoyed it because I've had, a good start, catching lots of little dace and had a couple of little roach as well. I had also had that fish I lost. I think it was a perch. I'll tell you why, because 5 minutes after that, 5 or 10 minutes after, I had another one on, and he come right up and he fought the same way, like that. He sort of come towards me and run out to the middle. But I managed to get it in. It was about a pound perch, so happy days. Unfortunately, I did lose that other one. But I've had no big fish, unfortunately. Not any chub or barbel to speak of. A couple of little chublets. But there we are. I don't know, it's fish today. I'll have to have wait for the weigh-in now, and I expect they'll let me know. I think another couple of days, another week, I think this river will be fishing well, because the colour's starting to go out now, I can see it, through the match. Still like a tea colour, but, it is getting clearer, and I think it will get better. Okay, right, let's wait for the scales for now, and I'll let you know what I caught, okay? All right. Okay, there are, I just weighed in £9.5. So, that wasn't bad. That's it's the second best weight, I think. There's £11, and then it's had £5 above me and £5 below me. There's a couple of 5 and 6s, and 11. So, yeah. So, I don't think I won any prizes today, but hopefully it'll be a good start at the league anyway. I'll have to see the results later. Okay. Next match on the weekend. Do you know, I've forgotten where I'm going. I can see it now, I think. Okay, right. I'll try and put the results on the end if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next match.
Third section with £10.15, Gary Parker.
£10.15, yeah, £10 forward. Oh,
£10.15.
That was me who had £10 forward.
Are you going to fucking pick on everything? How can you say fucking blind bastard?
what does he know?
Section 4, 11A, one of them lovely chaps from Barford who wouldn't let me into the festival. Hope you choke, yeah.
Well done, Steve.
Section 5 with 11.10, Jim Wilson. Section 6 with £8.14, Phil Davis.
We're guessing what area we're in, are we?
He's gone.
Eh?
We're guessing.
Doesn't make any fucking difference, because you ain't in it, are you? So why the fuck are you
Nice to know
typing
which
up?
area we're in.
Oh, well, I'll tell you where he was at. He was in fucking Bewdley on the platform. Phil Davis, here. Section 7, Ian Hughes with 11.6, another one gone. Over,
He's gone, yeah.
Back over the borders already. Right, he's... Section 8, which was a 6-peg section, so he had to work a little bit harder, with £5.6, Lee Richards. Pleasure to give it you, Lee. You support us, don't you? You know, you're a fucking lovely chap. Anything you want, you're there. And Section 9 with 11.4, another one of them fucking creatures. Speak.
He's gone back to Poland, but also
Fish with him as well.
Right, we paid the what we done here? Paid the top. Another. How many we got here? One,
Top 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, we paid the top 6 today, didn't we? Right, in sixth place with £11.13, Mick Wilkes. Supports Bewdley. Fifth place, another one of them with £12.1, Pete Morris. Maybe he won't be here, will he?
No, you can't.
Back in his little holes. Right, I better mark these down because there's so many not here. Fourth place, another avid supporter of Bewdley with where are we? £12.8, Mr. Foxhall.
Thank you, Jim.
Third place of £13, another one back over the bastard borders at 7. Martin Challenger. You know him? Martin. Is he here?
No.
Has he got any friends here? No chance of you. You've got no chance.
They'll be here on the Riverfest.
Yeah, I'd be here.
Right. I'm bringing money to it. Second place is obviously Woodsummit because he's come back with £18.6, Adam Slade. You ever seen a prize giving, Adam? You ever seen a prize giving? And in first place, a man with not on borrowed time, on borrowed nets, with £19.7, drove fucking 160 mile without his nets. Bless his console. Who helped him? Jim Wilson, didn't he? Shouldn't have lent him in, Jim. Fucking hell. It's only because he talks to that twang. That's the only reason why you helped him.
I didn't find that out while cutting it, did I?
Well, yeah. In first place with £19.7 on a very difficult day. Dave finished well.
Well,